Know this. The first glimpses of this conflict you have seen are not the first. They are but glimpses of things that travel well into the past and the present. It is all part of a greater war. A war almost as great as the one that split my people on the sword of Gith long ago. And the tragedy is tied to such a blade. These shadows you see, there is a lord who dwells in darkness with them. And he has fought on this plane before against those who have embraced Gith's hatred, the Githyanki. This lord and the Githyanki, it is difficult to know the true hatred between them. He attacked them long ago, attempted to cast his shadows upon their fortresses in the plains beyond. The fighting was terrible, fierce, and it was only through the deaths of thousands of Githyanki that this king of shadows was driven back. But no matter how many countless thousands of their people they lost, they were only capable of severing the portal through which he could attack them. And so, the Githyanki were denied a victory and forestalled their war for a time. But know that the Githyanki do not forget their enemies. And though the King of Shadows had been driven back, still they sought a way to reach him, to kill him. And as terrible as knowing the followers of Gith hunt for you, even more dangerous is this lord, this King of Shadows.
Say
2?
4. Fuck it.
2, yeah.
Know that I will aid you if I can, but it may already be too late. The King of Shadows was not always tied to darkness, and that is part of the tragedy. His will was once devoted to an ancient empire, to the protection of its people. He was once the light of Ilfarn, empowered with the strength to protect them from their enemies, and he was bound to the natural magics of the plane, the weave. But as much as a ritual created the guardian that was to be Shadow, there is a ritual that will unmake him. It is a ritual of purification, designed to allow him peace when his days of sacrifice are done and the Empire needs him no longer. If the ritual does exist, it lies within the ruined Ilfarn city of Arvan. It is there you must go to purify yourself and gain the strength for the battle ahead. I have marked the location upon your map.
Ah. So that's why the land's becoming tainted, because he was tied to it and bound to protect it, but now that he's tainted. Yeah.
I guess, but it's also weird that she just goes, oh well, they summoned him, they made him, but they can also get rid of him. And then she goes, literally like the sentence after, just, if this thing exists. It's like, well, you just said it did, so what the hell?
Well, 1.
Yeah.
Know that this path is a dangerous one. Even the people of Ilfarn, as powerful as they were unable to defeat the King of Shadows. But know that this ritual of purification and the blade of our enemies are the only chance of success in this.
Three makes a good point, I'd say. But he's getting out, I guess, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
None of these options, I guess.
Not really.
Maybe
but...
4. Just, whatever ends the dialogue. So I guess we know where to go, but...
Well, we don't want to piss her off either.
True.
Companion and all that, so... I guess 2 is the best we have.
Yeah, 2 works.
He can already make his presence felt beyond his chains. The advantage is his. If you cannot strike at an enemy, know your battle is already lost. You doubt me, and that is because you do not know me. You need allies, Kalakcha, not more enemies and doubt to divide you. For in dividing the mind, you divide the battlefield and you cut your strength in half. I am a Zerth, and I swear upon the circle of Zerthamon that what I speak to you I know to be true. And know that your life is as precious to me as it is for the followers of Gith to end it. And this king, know that he threatens us all.
Fair enough.
Great. Oh, that's a great camera
This
angle.
title of Kalakcha, do you know it? You wear that title because the name knows you, even if you do not know it yourself. But let me speak my thought plainly, without circles of meaning. They call you the Shard-Bearer, this Kalak-Cha, because you carry a piece of Gith's blade within you, near the heart, and you have always borne it close to you. It was once said that Gith's blade, once drawn, would never find a scabbard again. And now it is sheathed within you. It sings, and they can hear it as I hear it, whispering all the hate of Gith and the war she sought to bring to the plains. A war that would have ended us all if Zerthamon had not met her blade with his at the pronouncement of 2 skies.
I hate the stalking.
One, I guess.
Yeah.
Know that you are the only one who can reforge Gith's blade and use it once more in a battle. A battle that will free your lands and people from an evil even greater than the evil the Illithid sought to bring upon my people. There is no other. And if the title of Kalak-Cha displeases you, then know that you must make another title, and perhaps your name shall be the battle cry by which this ancient enemy, this King of Shadows, will be defeated.
One.
Yeah.
I make this pronouncement to you, greater than the bond of 2 deaths as one, with a strength that echoes the pronouncement of 2 skies. I make the pronouncement of 3 in darkness, 2 in light. As the 2 of us shall meet this king in his fortress, it shall become a battle of 3. And when it is over, the 2 of us shall walk in the light, and you will taste true freedom, just as Gith and Zerthamon did when they broke the will of the Illithid at Sagrasa's end. It is my life I am giving you, Kalak-Cha, and I ask that you let me share your path with you.
Good enough for me.
I think she needs to see a shrink.
1.
Then we shall speak no more of it, now that my vow is spoken. Now we must travel to the ruins of the culture of Ilfarn, and there undergo the rituals you will need to arm your spirit against the King of Shadows.
Shut up. Shut up.
2.
I have marked the location of the city on your map. There we shall find what we seek and complete the ritual of purification.
I just wonder why these people always take our map and just mark stuff on it without asking.
Yeah. Maybe we should run around now and
Go
try
explore
and...
the keep.
There's a
Talk to
house
people.
here,
Yeah.
the inn.
Well,
Are
I think
there
we
any
should
keys?
actually leave the keep, probably, and maybe go to places like, talk to that,
Officer Kana,
kobold.
reporting for duty, Captain. Lord Nasher has given you a great honor. But rebuilding these grounds will be a considerable undertaking.
And one I look forward to. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Captain. I am Master Vidal. I won't lie to you. This keep is in a sad state of repair. We will need all the resources you can bring to bear to fix her up. With the help of my crew, we can turn this place into a true masterpiece of engineering.
Master Vidal is excellent at his craft and capable of what he claims, if somewhat eccentric.
I went ahead and inspected the grounds. There is much work that needs to be done. The courtyard itself is in a shambles, but that can be fixed quickly. Strong backs and long hours and you'll see the shape of the keep. And, well, what's underneath won't be pretty, but before long we'll have the keep cleared out for you. We're embarking on a true adventure. Men, set the camp over there. I'll draw up plans for the work.
There are preparations I must make. Come speak to me within the keep when you would like an update, Captain.
She's hot.
Yeah,
She is.
definitely. So, there might be some people that we
Wolf
can,
is
like,
here.
invite here now.
It's a guy.
So I guess we should do that, definitely, then get some people here and help them out. Especially remember one who said we would look out for such a place.
Yeah.
Me and the lads have decided to sign on. We found a good place on the streets with you and yours, and nearly all of us decided to come here. We can run messages, carry pots and pans, and even get you water from the well. And of course, clear a path for you if you need it. Give us time and we'll be able to whisk you away in any direction you need and faster than you can think it. You'll be there.
That's so nice of him. Should we go into the keep?
Should we check that out first, Eterna? What do you think?
Can't we just get one of the upgrades started? Like,
Maybe.
I think you have to go into the keep for that.
don't we?
I
just have
think
to
we
talk
gotta
to
talk
Vidal?
to the builder guy.
Yeah,
Which-
talk to Vidal. We've cleared the grounds, as you can see. There's much work to do. Work requires a certain amount of coin. My men need to be fed, after all, and the amount of material, it will not be cheap. There is good news, though. Sir Naval formally commissioned me to work on a project, and Lord Nasher will fund part of it. But the other part is up to you. I will need gold to rebuild, but Nasher's coin will cover expenses, for a time. I live for my work, you see, but others don't.
One.
One, sure.
Yeah.
I do not know the exact figure. But not enough. People just don't appreciate how much good masonry costs. This missive details how much gold Neverwinter has allocated for Crossroad Keep. You can use those funds or your own to work on several things: the keep, the courtyard, and the fortifications, and the surrounding lands. So now we can basically go decide, right?
Well, how does the courtyard look? I don't know what the fuck kind of question is that, but what does it look like?
The courtyard itself doesn't need anything. There are several buildings that will have to be built from scratch. You don't have to worry about rebuilding all of it. Some accommodations will be built by people that come to live here. The inn, for example, is already operational, naturally. But there are some buildings that could become shops, and those will need work. So I
What
guess we
needs
go
work
through all of
inside the
these, right?
keep?
Yeah.
The keep has been laid bare to the elements for decades. Many of the rooms are structurally unsound, don't you know? I've closed off many rooms until my men can work on it. Rubble will have to be cleared and stonework repaired in there, but it can be done. So we're going to work
One
through the
again?
fortifications.
Yeah, keep
need.
going. Yeah.
Extensive work, and it's also the most time-consuming to work on. The outer walls wouldn't hold out a kobold with a table knife right now.
Oh, good
And
to
the
know.
fortifications are what Lord Nasher cares most about. But when my men are working on that, we can't work on any other projects until we're done. So,
And one.
Yeah.
nothing is wrong with it. It could just be so much more right. Crossroad Keep is atop a large hill, and the trail could be widened, maybe even converted to cobblestone. And the roads nearby have no local lord to maintain them. This could be improved, as well as the bridge, and, well, a great deal can be done.
Well, turning it to cobblestone shouldn't be all that difficult. We could build a cobblestone generator out of lava and water, and, just, I don't know, make a pick of some kind. Maybe a diamond pick.
Mostly, that will help with trade, and that in turn will help you with funding the rest of the projects these men and I would like to undertake. Rebuilding roads is simple, but very labor intensive. When the men are working on that, they can't be doing anything else.
So he's actually saying the best thing to do is now first with the surrounding lands, so that we can have an
Yeah.
income, and then
Yeah.
But the very first thing that we want to rebuild, I believe, is a shop, like an item shop.
Might I recommend doing some structural work on the keep? So many of the rooms is yeah. Okay.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Buildings in the
the
courtyard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, take that.
There's two buildings on that would be ideal for merchants. One can be converted into a smithy, one is an armor, and the blacksmith would share.
Yeah, let's see. Which do we want?
Merchant shop, then,
Merchant shop, yeah, that's one.
right? What lucky merchant will get the shop, I wonder? It shouldn't take long to construct it. Well, not compared to some of the other projects. Yep, it has a lot of stuff.
We know.
Can we go into the
We
keep
know.
now?
Yeah, I guess we could. We know just the merchant for that shop, though.
Oh, I know.
It's
who.
ringing a bell, but I can't. It's like
That
we've
one
talked-
guy who didn't want to go on adventures anymore.
Yeah.
Something.
He wanted a roof over his head.
Yeah, but did he want to run a shop though?